Hi, my name's Tom Cox and this is Market Value, which is a dice and card game for 2 to 5 players that plays in about 30 to 40 minutes. It's a dice-driven auction game where you don't know how much you're going to bid until you roll it, so it introduces big elements of risk management and pushing your luck. I'm going to show you how it plays here from the third round onwards. So these three players have collected these cards over the first 2 rounds, and we're at the start of the third round. A round starts with the income phase, where players will earn 1 gold for each card in their biggest set. So red won the last auction, they've got 2 chickens, they're going to gain 2 gold. Then white will gain 1 gold for having a biggest set of only 1, and likewise with green. That means red and white are in a strong position with lots of money to spend, and green only has 3 gold. Red has to start the auction by either choosing to withdraw or they can bid. To withdraw, a player chooses not to participate in the auction and they'll gain gold equal to the 2 best cards in the market. So red could gain 8 gold here, but since they've already got 15, there's no real need to. So they're going to start opening the bidding with a roll. 1 can be a good roll because it means you'll get a card from the market at a low cost. But it's not going to be too helpful if you're trying to get the first pick. So I'll discard to re-roll and go again. That's better. White also has plenty of money to burn, so they're also going to roll, and they've rolled a 6. And green, with only 3, knows they can't win the auction, so they're going to choose to withdraw and gain 8 gold, and they won't get any cards this round. Play returns to red, who can either accept their current roll of 4, they can increase their bid by adding a second dice, or they can withdraw at this stage, but this time they'd only get gold equal to the highest value card, which would be a 5. Red decides that they'd like to roll. They've rolled another 4, so they now have the strongest bid. White decides to sit with the 6 because they'll have to roll at least a 3 in order to win, and they decide they don't want to spend that much. So red will get first pick. They're going to spend 8 to take them down to 7 gold. They'll take the first card of their choice from the market. So cards are worth their points at the end of the game. The lower value cards will also give you a bonus. So a 1 will allow you to take a reroll token, which can be very useful. 2s allow you to look at the top card of the deck, which becomes the mystery card in the next round. And you're going to score based on the values of the cards in your set. Any leftover gold you have at the end of the game, but you also get a bonus for completing 1 of each of the 6 good types. So you get a set of 6 widthways, and that's a race. So there's a decreasing points reward for completing those. So you want to do that early. So you may take a chicken to increase your income, or a high value cow, golden goose because they're quite rare, or take your chances on a mystery box. You play at 10 to 12 rounds, depending on player count, until the deck runs out, and then the player with the highest score wins.